For most of modern history, the world ran on rules. Borders were respected, laws were written, agreements were signed. But what if that era is quietly ending? What if power is replacing permission, not with explosions, but with silence? This is NovusNarrator. To why this matters. Big changes don't always arrive loudly. They don't always come with wars or declarations. Sometimes they arrive as exceptions, as special cases, as moments when the rules don't quite apply, just this once, until just once becomes normal. Today, we're looking at a quiet but dangerous shift, the global move from rules to power. Part 1. The world built on rules. Context reset. After World War II, the world tried something new. Instead of endless conflict, nations agreed on rules. Borders would be respected. Wars would be limited. Disputes would go through institutions. Out of this came the United Nations, international law, military alliances like NATO. These systems weren't perfect, but they created predictability. And predictability kept the world relatively stable. And key idea. Here's the important part. The system only worked because most powerful countries agreed to restrain themselves. Not because they had to, but because stability benefited them. Rules mattered because power allowed them to. Part 2. When rules start to strain, transition. Over time, cracks appeared. Not all countries benefited equally. Some felt constrained, others felt ignored. And slowly, a question emerged. Why follow rules if breaking them works? Examples without overload. We began to see exceptions. Borders adjusted temporarily. Laws bent for security reasons. Military actions justified as necessary. Each case was framed as unique, isolated, understandable. But together, they formed a pattern. Pattern reveal. The rules didn't disappear. They just stopped being absolute. And that's when power stepped forward. Part 3. What power looks like now. Defining modern power. Power today doesn't always look like invasion. It looks like economic pressure, legal grey zones, strategic silence, control without ownership. It's influence without accountability. And it's far harder to challenge. Why institutions struggle. Global institutions were designed for a different era. They assume cooperation, good faith, mutual restraint. But what happens when a powerful state decides those assumptions no longer apply? Institutions can warn, they can condemn, but they often can't enforce. Pattern interrupt. This is the moment many people miss, because nothing seems broken, until it suddenly is. Part 4. Why power is winning. Reasons for the shift. There are 3 reasons power is overtaking rules. First, speed rules are slow. Power moves fast. Second, complexity. Modern conflicts don't fit clean legal categories. Third, asymmetry. Not all nations can respond equally. When enforcement is uneven, rules weaken. Psychological shift. There's also something deeper. When people see rules ignored without consequence, they stop believing in them. And belief is what makes rules work. Without it, only power remains. Part 5. The danger of normalization. Escalation. Here's the real risk. Not chaos, not immediate war, but normalization. When extraordinary actions become routine, when exceptions become policy, when power becomes precedent, that's when the system changes permanently. 10. Historical warning. History shows this clearly. Global systems don't collapse all at once. They erode. Trust first, then legitimacy, then restraint. By the time conflict arrives, the rules are already gone. Part 6. Are rules actually dying? Balanced view. So, are rules finished? Not entirely. They still matter to smaller states. They still slow escalation. They still shape expectations. But they no longer dominate. They compete with power. The new reality. We are entering a hybrid era. One where Rules exist. Power decides when they apply. This isn't lawlessness. It's selectivity. And that's far more dangerous. Part 7. What comes next? Future implications. If this trend continues, expect more unilateral actions, weaker alliances, more special cases, less predictability. The world doesn't become louder. It becomes less stable. Final thought. The shift from rules to power isn't announced. It's felt. And by the time everyone agrees it happened, it's already complete. If you have learnt from this video, please subscribe, like and share. This is NovusNarrator, context beyond the headlines.